like me. Can't see me when I get on.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. To return it, Darius Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's complete. It's Damian Willis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Airing one out for Boyd. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 28-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ball carrier. He's brought
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rolling to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, It's Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Bengals nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumping, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Cousins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete on the jump.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Is good.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
17-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Vikings 17. Bengals nothing.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Barr.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
No, check that. We got Mike 52.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
To number 16.
A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Viking ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On 2nd down, Cook fights through, and now a crease. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
It is good.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 30. A A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Cousins now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The pitch to Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. They run it again with Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
At their own
and for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time, try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Sam Cook in
another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
He's brought down by
nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm going back to you.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. They're running it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw caught there by Willis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here we go. Right there, 54.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Harris on the tackle.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
They're scared.
Again, it's Mixon. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. Now it's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. The 30. Well, Charles, I guess you have to give some credit to the fact that they rallied and made the tackle, didn't allow 2 points to go the other way there.
Find that silver lining, because what happened prior to that was not positive. Go for 2, fumble the football, give up a return, but you're exactly right. They did hustle and prevented a score going against them.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that.